MC Prayer Shoot. Phil, take one.
So for me, I think prayer is actually really helpful in just sensing what God is calling us to do. And actually, there are groups of people often that are unseen or hidden away, or perhaps not quickly called to mind. And therefore, spending time praying just allows God to direct us towards those people that He really wants us to communicate with and reach out to. My job is to support the Methodist Armed Forces chaplains. And as part of that role, I thought I better equip myself and go and find out a bit about what's going on for Army families. So I got an opportunity to go and visit an Army barracks, which is really close to me in Preston. And what I found when I got there was people who had been praying for a while for some Christian input from outside of the barracks, which just opened up this massive conversation about what could we do for Army families, because quite often they're hidden away behind a wire. And to people from a civilian background like me, it's actually quite off-putting, it's quite daunting to get behind the wire and go and find out about the people who are living and working there. So initially I was quite scared because there were guards with guns on the gate, and I honestly tell you, I asked God, what am I doing here? But I just really sensed His peace. And then when I got to meet some of the Christians on the camp who said, oh, we've been praying for the local church to come along and help us. After that, we started talking about what we could do, what we could offer. And it was decided that actually a messy church would be something that the families would really value. And so in partnership with many other churches, we were able to work together to start a messy church on the barracks. So there's a great quote from an author called Watchman Nee, and he says, prayer is the rails down which God's power runs. So for me, it's about praying into situations and spaces and just expecting God to meet us on the journey as we go out. I would encourage other people just to be themselves in the place that God has put them. I think a lot of time people feel a great pressure to share their faith, and sometimes that pressure gets in the way of just being themselves. I think for me, God has called me to be who I am. He's equipped me and He's put me in places where I can be a light that shines. I have a specific example where I went to a job for 9 months that I really didn't enjoy. And towards the end of those 9 months, there was a colleague there who said, I so appreciate you turning up every day. It makes a world of difference to me. And in that moment, I realized that actually it wasn't about me. It was about this other person who God was reaching through me, and that He'd just put me there in order to be a connection point for somebody to speak of God's love and God's grace in that situation.